Everyone, my name is Uriah, and this is my presentation for my Understanding Diversity project. To start this presentation, I'd like to explain a bit about my background. So, my mother's family is from the Navajo Nation, and my father's is from New Mexico and Spain, which makes me half Navajo and half Hispanic. I grew up on the Navajo Nation for about 18 years until I moved to Phoenix for ASU. I'll be finishing my 4th year as an engineering robotics major. I am a straight male. My family believes in Catholicism, and I follow the same religion to this day. My favorite things to do is to listen to music, and I used to play music, specifically the drums, back in high school, and I want to start again soon. So since I'm an engineering student, I wanted to work in the industry first, and later return to the Navajo Nation to become an educator for electrical engineering, since I want to pay it forward for a specific teacher that I had back in high school that helped me become an engineer that I want to become today. So here's my topic for the project for Understanding Diversity. It is about the visually impaired individuals and the intersectionality of adolescent learners in STEM. Learning about how educational institutions can better accommodate students with disabilities engaging in STEM activities and topics. And I decided to learn about how disabilities are treated in school, and I wanted to see how STEM is taught to people with disabilities that are a bit older, like teens in high school. So for my first resource, I wanted to highlight the NFB-EQ for Teachers, a non-visual and accessible engineering curriculum from the NFB website. So the website is actually by the National Federation of the Blind, and it helps provide some valuable insights and tools for educators working with blind and visually impaired students. The resource also emphasizes creating accessible learning environments, incorporating technology effectively, promoting independence, and advocating for the needs of blind and visually impaired students. Finally, the website offers practical strategies and resources for teachers to enhance their practice and ensure equal opportunities for all students. This website also includes a lot of resources and tools. It even includes lessons and different plans of which that you can teach students that are blind or visually impaired. For the second resource, it is the Narrative Inquiry on the Teaching of STEM to Blind High School Students by Idalis Villanueva and Maria Luisa Di Stefano. The Narrative Inquiry by these two authors dives into teaching STEM to specifically blind high school students, addressing their underrepresentation of blind students in the STEM workforce. The study draws on different narratives from many teachers in a specific school that are also affiliated with the National Federation of the Blind. So these teachers were part of the NFB-EQ program to help elucidate effective strategies for fostering interest in STEM among the blind individuals. It also underscores the significance of inclusive learning environments, advocating for improvements in STEM outcomes for blind students through tailored teaching strategies and heightened awareness among educators. Finally, for my third resource, it is titled Breaking the Wall of STEM Education to the Visually Impaired. It was uploaded by the Following Walls Foundation. This video features Dr. Manish Jain's presentation, which illuminates innovative approaches to make STEM education more accessible to visually impaired students. It's shared through his journey and experiences as the founder of the Dreams Foundation. The Dreams Foundation utilizes audio-described videos, simulations, and accessible experiments to break barriers and foster inclusivity in STEM education for the visually impaired individuals. Dr. Jain underscores the significance of providing adequate resources to support and empower visually impaired students, encouraging them to pursue their careers in STEM fields. My biggest takeaways from my research were inclusivity, advocacy, and innovation. On my journey of researching these resources for my project, I've tapped into the wealth of knowledge offered by many different groups and educators. The National Federation of the Blind, education programs, and the NFB-EQ Empowering Questions for Teachers resource was instrumental in deepening my understanding of inclusive teaching practices and crafting accessible learning environments and materials. Integrating the NFB-EQ strategies that I learned into my lesson plans ensures inclusivity and engagement for all my students, fostering a more inclusive and educational experience where every student can thrive. For advocacy, it helped with exploring the article titled The Narrative Inquiry on the Teaching of STEM to Blind High School Students. This article helped enrich my comprehension of teaching STEM to visually impaired students. It also shed light on instructional strategies, teacher awareness, and the crucial role of inclusivity and learning environments. As I incorporate my insights that I've learned from all of these articles that I had researched and videos I had watched, I incorporate all of that into my teaching practices, and I'm committed to creating inclusive classrooms that prioritize the needs of blind students and help cultivate a supporting learning environment for all. Diving into the video resource Breaking the Wall of STEM Education to the Visually Impaired has expanded my understanding of inclusive STEM education, particularly for the visually impaired students. Dr. Manish Jain's insights into the Dream Foundation's methods have inspired me to adopt inclusive strategies in my teaching. By leveraging audio-described videos, simulations, and accessible experiments for the visually impaired, blind students, and just basically any student, I'm ensuring that all my students, regardless of visual abilities or any other types of disabilities, have equitable access to STEM concepts. Through these inclusive teaching methods, I aim to create a nurturing learning environment where every student can excel. I'd like to thank you all for listening to my presentation, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Here's my resources that I had gathered for my project, and in the bold you can see the 3 resources that I highlighted. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.